We're back with you at Al Seski Field, Bel Air High School. The Bel Air Bobcats find themselves down by 25-7 here at halftime. Question to you is, can they come back? Can the Bel Air Bobcats come back?
Well, yeah, I think Bruce make some adjustments for the second half, and nobody's out of this game yet, and they just got to get back to their game plan and execute and eliminate the mistakes and execute on their side of the ball when they have the ball.
Well, the Aberdeen Eagles just simply have played a great ball game, almost a perfect game tonight, scoring a touchdown, 32-yard run by actually a pass from Henderson to McVeigh. Had a 70-yard drive, got the ball back on a block punt, went over from the 13-yard out. Lewis scored that touchdown, made it 12-0. And then in the beginning of the second period, it was Stokes going over. It turns out it was Stokes and not Lewis on a 4-yard run. And then finally, they scored again at 4:33. Avery Willie on a 6-yard run. Cody Martin added that extra point, made it 25-0. The Bobcats, I should say, finally got on the board. 3:07 left in the first half. It was a 32-yard Willie Bell catch from an Andrew Berry pass. Jackson added the extra point, made it 25-7, and that's where we are here at halftime. You look at the Bel Air Bobcats coming in, giving up just 5 points per game, and already at the half, Aberdeen with 25 points. How do you explain that?
Well, I think right now Aberdeen is just winning the battles up front in the trenches on both sides of the line of scrimmage, offensively and defensively. They're just being able to get penetration and take Bel Air's offense out of the game plan, and defensively and offensively, they're just making holes and just engaging and making their blocks all the way down the field and allowing the running game to be a big part of their offense and being able to put a lot of points on the board.
Mark, it's interesting. The Bobcats back on the field warming up. We've got about 1:30 left before we start. Aberdeen still hasn't come back on the field.
No, I don't see Aberdeen out there warming up yet.
Now, of course, they could get a penalty if they don't arrive in time to start the game. That would certainly help the Bobcats, who will get the ball here to start off the second half.
Yes, they will be a delay of game and back them up when they have to kick the ball off.
Well, I'm not sure. Maybe coach doesn't know that he's supposed to be back on the field, Joe Harbert. Sometimes, you just simply don't get warned in time. Now we see the officials coming back on the field. We're coming down to the 1-minute mark before the game will officially start in the second period. And now finally, here come the Eagles back on the field inside 1 minute left.
Very, very little time to get warmed up. I mean, maybe they did some stretching inside, but they're going to have to get their kickoff team out there ready to go.
We're going to try to catch Joe Harbert here with Rick Manick, and it looks like Joe's coming over to Rick Manick's position. And again, very, very nice move on the part of Joe Harbert to come over here wanting to be with his team. We're going to go down on the field now. Rick Manick to talk to Joe Harbert.
Talking with Coach Joe Harbert of Aberdeen. Joe, great first half. Looks like Bel Air's going to give you a run for the money in the second half, looks like.
Oh, those guys aren't going to quit. We know they're coming out ready to go. We're going to get their best shot this third quarter.
Aaron Henderson, tremendous first half.
Yeah, I mean, what can you say? Not just him, the entire team. They came out ready to play today. We just got to, like we told them, it's 4 quarters. We got to come out second half like we did first half.
Good luck to you. We'll talk to you after.
Thank you.
Back to you, Don.
Joe Harbert, thank you so much for coming back here and talking to our Rick Manick. And again, classic coaches both. Joe, a young coach. Bruce, a little bit more experience. Joe Harbert has never beaten Bel Air in the 4 years they played. Actually, the 3 years, he's 0-3 against Bel Air. He'd love to get off that snide.
Definitely. Let's not jinx him now, right?
No. Well, we have to be impartial. I love both of these guys. They're both good guys. They both work for their teams. Having been a former teacher at Aberdeen, you have that pangs of support for Aberdeen. But I just love high school sports here, and both teams are great. Can we end up in a tie? Is that possible? I'd like every
It's-
game to be tied.
It's possible, but very unlikely.
Well, here we go now at the beginning of the second half. Let's see what Bel Air can do. Ball coming down to the up back. It looks like Monroe with the ball. He's still on the feet.
Good
Dodges
cutback.
one tackle. Finally taken off his feet up at the 45-yard line. First down and 10. The Bobcats on a big run back.
Good field position for the Bobcats. Let's see if they can get their offense going.
Really want to thank the Bobcats folks here who allowed us to turn the lights on the press box, and now we can actually see our notes.
Yes.
But I don't have any excuses now.
Maybe that's why we couldn't figure out who made that one touchdown, whether it was
Exactly.
33 or 32.
Yeah. Well, let's see what the Bobcats do now. Spread formation, the I backfield behind Andrew Berry. Berry with the throw. Incomplete.
Well, they're trying to spread that field out, this wide split end over here, and trying that slant. And that linebacker's just sitting in there waiting on that. Do you think they might want to go away from that? But I think he's trying to do something on first down to try and open things up.
He was looking for Monte Monroe, number 4. That pass knocked down, incomplete. Second down and 10. The ball right at the 45-yard line.
Almost intercepted again.
High backfield. Looks like somebody may have jumped off sides
Could be.
there. That's going to bring up a second down and 15. They're going to move them back 5 yards. Illegal procedure. Looked like the line maybe on the near side. Jumped a little bit. Joe Deal, Mike Mustin, Andy Meredith, Joe Muscari, and Stephen Dombrowski across that Bel Air front line. Adam Berry, Willie Bell, I should say, the ends. Vince Vespucci, number 9. Adam Berry is the man who's flanked here to the near side. Rolling, throwing the ball, has his man, that's Adam Berry, close to a first down. Run out of bounds by Greg Williams.
Great route running by Adam to the outside there. Just ran a little out hook for his brother.
That'll bring up a third down and still short of the first down, third and about, maybe 3, a short 3, maybe a long 2. Talk about Greg Williams, a young man that just made that tackle. He has 2 interceptions this year, both for touchdowns, returned 70.5 yards average. Big down right here, third down and 3, looking for the first down. Throwing, has his man, diving catch. That's Adam Berry. Andrew Berry to Adam Berry.
That's a great connection that the Berries have right there. Like you said, they must have instinct of knowing where each other's going to be at the one time on the field at the same time.
Bruce Riley told a funny story that Andrew Berry, number 10, the quarterback, let his hair grow a little bit this year, and so that he can tell them apart because Andrew, with the longer name, has the longer hair. I think that's a good method.
It's a great way to tell them apart, especially if they're identical.
They certainly are. Still with the ball, pitch back, fumble. Looks like Bel Air may get the ball back.
Caught a break there, it really did.
Yeah, 22. Of course, Dominic West on the pitchback, never got the ball. Not sure who picked up that fumble. It may have been Kevin Fisher, 25. Bring up a second and 11, loss of 1.
It keeps the drive alive for the Bobcats.
10 minutes, 35 seconds left here into the third period. Bel Air down by 25-7. Aberdeen, of course, has led all the way, scored the first 25 points of the game. Bobcats got on the board late in the first half. Spread formation. Berry being rushed, eludes 2 tacklers, still on his feet. Aaron Henderson eludes him, 1 more tackler, and spins down just short of the 40, and a flag is going to be thrown on a late hit. What a play by Andrew Berry. Boy, Aaron Henderson, he was able to get Ray from Aaron Henderson, and you know that takes some doing.
Sure does. I mean, he just kept his feet driving, and
no, now they're going to call against Bel Air.
Nullify
that. Not against Aberdeen.
It's going to nullify that great run right there because there was a
block in the
back, I believe.
It looked like to me that there may have been a late hit, and I thought that's what they were going to call.
Block in the back.
It's going to take it all the way back to the 41-yard line. Keep it at second down, but a brilliant run by Andrew Berry, the 6-foot, 150-pounder. Mark, that's a big call. Had that been a 15-yard penalty against Aberdeen, of course, they'd have been down inside the 20-yard line.
Yes, but you know those type of penalties are drive stoppers, and you want to eliminate that. You got to get something positive here. You got to be more disciplined on the field.
Fisher in motion, coming to the near side. Berry throws it to his brother Adam. Spins away from one tackler, but is taken out of bounds. That was Aaron Henderson. Knocks him out of bounds after a short gain. This 6-play drive started back on the Bel Air 45 after a nice run back to open the second half.
We may see this
need to put some points on the board.
Yes, they definitely do. And then we may see 4-down territory here since they're down so far.
9 minutes, 40 seconds. The clock stopped on that out-of-bounds play.
And they need 3 scores to get back in this, get back in this game and pull ahead.
Joe Deal, Mike Mustin, Andy Meredith, Joe Muscari, Stephen Dombrowski across the front line for the Bel Air Bobcats. High backfield. Berry to throw. Has his man. That's complete. That's Willie Bell. Bell pushed out of bounds, but he gets the first down.
Great execution there and a throw and catch there. Berry to Bell. Just a little simple out route. He cut his pattern short, and Berry was able to just hit him on the breakout.
Well, Mark, you can see why Andrew Berry has a 60% completion percentage. He just throws the ball beautifully on the line, on the money.
Yeah, he is zip, and being a southpaw or lefty out there just kind of keeps the defense a little bit off balance because they mostly play against right-handed quarterbacks.
Berry gives it off to his deep back. That's Anthony Hines. He's going to be hit after a very, very short gain. Looked like Richard Fortin came up from his safety position to make that tackle.
Little trap or a little guard trap up front. Just try to keep your defense on. Some quick hitter like that. Seeing if Aberdeen was asleep, but the defense was right there.
Gained about a half-yard, Mark, if that. Bring up a second down, a long 9, short 10. At Aberdeen defense across the front line, Sean Lewis, Theo Akins, Cam Stokes, Manu Cooper, and Steve Moore. Linebackers Stokes and Henderson, Carl Stokes and Aaron Henderson. Inside handoff. Henderson takes him down, but I think he may have gotten a face mask as well.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a face mask penalty here, and that's going to tag some yardage on to the end of this play.
Personal foul, face mask. That should be a first down for the Bobcats.
That's a 15-yarder. That will take the ball down to about the 11-yard line.
Bobcats with 8:48 left here in the third period. They took the ball to begin the second half at their own 45, and now they've driven it, thanks in some part to this penalty, down inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. Well, this is just what Bruce Riley needed here in the second half, Mark.
He needed to start off with a positive drive in which his offense go down and score, and he's in the red zone right now. Let's see if he can put it in for 6.
Andy Meredith, the 5'9", 205-pound junior center, over the ball. Berry gives it off to Hines, but Hines is going to be hit by 2 of those white-shirted Eagles. In fact, 3 is Henderson along with 55. That's Manu Cooper. And number 54, Cam Stokes, the nose guard.
Looks like they just had a full-out blitz there in this 52 that they're running. Let's see if they're running some sort of goal line here inside the 20.
Takes it back to the 16. That's a loss of 3. 8 minutes, 2 seconds now, inside 8 minutes left here in the first half, in the second half, I should say, in the third period. Split backfield. Hines is number 2. Still with the ball is Berry. Throws the ball, has his man, but through the fingertips of Fisher. And there again, you see the cold temperatures. Perhaps on a warmer day, he may have been able to bring that ball in.
That was just a great boot action. A lot of people thought he was going to keep it. Fisher came wide open in the seam in the middle of the field.
Well, that's a tough catch to make, even in good conditions. But as cold as it is tonight, that ball just didn't stay in the hands at all.
Yeah, a lot of the players are wearing those Newman Tactified gloves, which kind of helps take the sting out of the ball when it's coming like that, because Barry really has a zip on the ball. He really throws a good ball, nice tight spiral.
Adam Barry flanked way to the right side. 3rd down, 12 yards to go, back to throw. Barry gets it off. It's going to be intercepted. Intercepted at the 10-yard line. Looks like that may have been Jamal McDonald, number 24.
Pass intercepted by number 24, Jamal McDonald.
Jamal McDonald with the interception at the 10-yard line. Takes it all the way back out to the 30. Another Bel Air drive is stopped. That's the first interception of the year thrown by Andrew Barry.
Yeah, he had a lot of pressure coming from the backside there, and I think he hurried that pass, and there was good coverage there. Kid just jumped the pattern and was able to pick it off.
When you could see him, he was just laying back there in wait, watching the quarterback's eyes, and when Barry turned the ball loose, McDonald broke on the ball, intercepted the pass.
He definitely jumped that route.
Looking for it all. Almost intercepted. Went right through the hands of Chris Snyder on defense.
Second down.
We're going to go down to the field now, and Rick Manick has something to tell us about what's happening down there. Rick?
Okay, real quick, guys. Number 24 for Bel Air, Willie Bell. Looked like he hurt his hand a little bit on that last reception, but he did go back in the game. Looked like they were wrapping it, but he should be okay. And, man, what an interception Jamal McDonald had. And it just seems like whenever Bel Air really wants to make a move, they get snake bit. So a long way to go yet. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Rick. See what the Eagles do now. It's 2nd down and 10 yards to go. The ball at the 21-yard line, 26-yard line. Fumble. Aberdeen will recover the ball. Avery Willie put the ball on the ground that time.
Bel Air had a blitz on there, and it looked like the running back brought his eyes up, took his eyes off the ball. And
2nd down inside the 19. The ball at the 19-yard line, just about the 20-yard line. It'll bring up a 2nd down. Just about 20 yards to go for the first down, maybe 21. They've got to get up across the 40-yard line to the 41. 6 minutes and 49 seconds left here in the 3rd period. Aberdeen leading by 25-7. That's what the score was at halftime. Shotgun formation. First time we've seen that from Aberdeen tonight.
Yeah, and Bel Air looks like they're sending everybody.
Oh, good pass, complete. All the way up.
Very close to being a pick route there, but it was a crossing with the inside-outside receivers. And good route, because it shielded the corner and safety of on their coverages. It confused their coverages right there.
Tight end
great
Ryan McVay
play.
Who made the catch. The 6'2", 215-pound senior. 3rd down, 5 yards to go. It's a short 5.
It's 4th down. They're going for it.
3rd down, they're showing on the markers across the field. Henderson with the ball. Looks like he might have the first down.
He's got the first down.
Moot point at this time, but the marker on the far side said 3rd down. The scoreboard said 4th, so I'm not really sure. I would be really, really surprised if they were going for it on 4th down.
Yeah, me too.
Territory.
Well, they got the first down anyway, regardless.
Yeah, it is what they call a moot point. First down and 10. The ball resting just about at the 42-yard line. Still in the shotgun formation. Henderson tucks it away. He's going to run with it. Finally out of bounds he goes. Monte Monroe ran him out of bounds, but not until he crossed the 50-yard line and picked up another first down.
Great run by Aaron on that. He just set up his blocks and was able to get to the outside corner and picked up 10 yards on that.
Well, you can tell really what a great athlete Aaron Henderson is.
Yeah, he was basically setting up his block. He was pointing out who to block, and just like they do in the college and pros.
6'2", 225-pound senior. Still in the shotgun formation. Waiting for the snap. Henderson to throw. It's going to be blocked. Knocked down. Incomplete. Matt Huntley came in, knocked the ball down. Bobcat faithful hoping it was a fumble, but it's just an incomplete pass. Matt Huntley, the 6'2", 185-pound junior, came up, got the hands up, knocked the ball down. I guess you're taught, Mark, if you can't get to the quarterback, get your hands up.
That's correct.
Brian Scott, the big center, 6'1", 310-pound center, comes out and leads his team out. Theo Akins, Cam Stokes, Manu Cooper, and Stephen Maxwell across that front line. Henderson on the option, pitches it to Carl Stokes. Stokes is going to be stopped short of the first down.
Well, they run that option very well. I mean, he waits to take that hit before he pitches it, and that causes your defensive end to actually commit and leaves your back one-on-one with the corner. And that's exactly what happened there. They were able to have good combination and good pitch coordination between the quarterback and the tailback.
Joe Harbert said it, that the option offense is probably the most beautiful offense you'll see. It's just beautiful when it works, but when it doesn't work, it's sort of like that child. They say that when he's good, he's very good, and when he's bad, he's very bad. Like last week when they had the 8 fumbles against Jobbatown and lost that game 28-21. Tonight they play near perfect football, have the Eagles. Here's Henderson again. Keeps it, cuts it back inside, still on his feet, fumbles. Let's see who has it. Eagles say they do.
There's a scramble for it. Let's see.
Officials trying to unpile and seeing who has the ball. Looks like Aberdeen has the ball, and they're going to have a first down. Didn't see who got the ball, but that was a big break for Aberdeen. Again, last week the fumbles were going the other way.
Yeah, I was surprised he cut it back to the middle of the field where all the pursuit was coming from, because you increase your risk of taking a hit when your pursuit's coming that way and losing the ball, and that's what happened. They were lucky to get the ball back there.
Mike Gable, Joe Mascari, Stephen Dombrowski, Matt Huntley across the front line of the defensive front for the Bobcats. The linebackers, Pat McElhenney, John Jackson, Chris Mummy, and Scott Kesey. The deep backs, Adam Berry, Monte Monroe, and Chris Snyder. Eagles back into that more standard I formation. Henderson to throw across the middle. Has his man, McVeigh. Has the first down and more down inside the 10-yard line.
That's just a little tight end pop pass there that just gets right behind the linebacker's seam. Aaron just looks for his tight end there. That's a great play. That's usually a bread and butter play that picks up 10, 15 yards almost every time you use it.
Boy, what a big target, too. 6'2", 215-pound senior Ryan McVeigh. He's been a big part of this Aberdeen offense tonight. Eagles moving again. 3 minutes, 28 seconds and counting left in the third period. They're up by 25-7. First down and goal. Inside handoff. That's Stokes. Stokes very close to the touchdown. They're going to say he's down about at the 1.
Handoff to number 33, Carl Stokes. Tackled by number 4, Monte Monroe.
Just short of the touchdown, the ball inside the 1-yard line. This drive began way back at the Aberdeen 32-yard line after the interception by McDonald.
Ball on the 1-yard line.
10-yard drive, and now the Eagles knocking on the door again. Henderson with the sneak. No signal yet, and now it is. Aaron Henderson goes over for the touchdown. 2 minutes and 44 seconds left. The 1-yard run by Aaron Henderson, and now that makes the score at 31-7.
Was that a 10-play drive there, Don? They
11,
just ate
11
up
plays.
11 plays. They ate up a lot of clock there.
Of course, the drive by the Bobcats took it all the way down to the 10. McDonald made that big interception, stopped the Bel Air drive, and set his team in motion. And to attempt the extra point, that's Cody Martin. And this time it's good.
Point kicked by number 8, Cody Martin.
Aberdeen's hitting on all cylinders tonight.
Your score,
32-7 the score, and again we remind you the Bobcats came into the ball game allowing an average of just 5 points a game, and now they've given up 32 points.
Aberdeen has definitely construed that average for the Bobcats, because their offense has just been so dominating tonight and been able to just put points on the board at will.
Boy, McDonald with that big interception. Bel Air was going in, had the momentum. Looks like they had a touchdown in their sights to pull it to 25-14, and then we had a ball game. Instead, it's now 32-7.
That's a 14-point turnaround there, Don, and that's definitely drive killer and puts a stake in the team when that occurs.
It's Monroe running the ball back, trying to stay on his feet, and finally taken down just short of the 30-yard line. So the Bobcats will put the ball in play. 2 minutes, 35 seconds left here in the third period. Down by 32-7, and you know, I've seen it happen. Scores larger than this, a comeback, but you know, in all truth, it's very, very unusual and that would happen. Mark, if you are the Bobcats, what do you do to try to keep yourself motivated?
You got to keep fighting. You got to know that there's hope in this game. There's time left on that clock, and this game is not over until that clock is all 3 zeros on it.
As the Bobcats put the ball in play, excuse me, Mark, let's go down to Rick Manick and see what Rick has to tell us on the field.
Okay, guys, again, good drive by Aberdeen. The thing to remember, the later it's getting here, it's getting colder, and you're seeing a lot more hitting from both sides of the defense. Consequently, some of these players are getting up a bit slow, and you're going to notice even on Aberdeen, they fumbled the ball a little bit on the snaps. So as this gets a little bit colder, it could get very interesting, but Bel Air's running out of time. Back to you.
Well, thank you, Rick. We're back to the action here. A pickup of 1 on first down. It'll bring up second down and 9 yards to go. The ball across the 30 at the 31. Andrew Berry still in at quarterback. Single back behind him. Berry being chased, and down he goes. That's Aaron Henderson shooting in from his linebacker position, tackling his counterpart for a big loss of about 8 yards on second down.
That's just a blitz by Aaron in there. Just shot his gap and was able to get through there, just basically untouched to make the tackle on Henderson.
See the Bobcats here on the sideline, even though it's a cold night. You know, you can see the disappointment in their face. They came in undefeated, looking at trying to put together an undefeated season, certainly. They've not been in this ball game from the very beginning. Aberdeen scored 4 times before Bel Air could score, and now they've scored again here at the beginning of the second half.
Yeah, and Aberdeen has just been so dominating.
Berry being pressured, gets it off, has his man. Short gain. Completion went to Anthony Hines. That's going to bring up fourth down.
That was a setup screen, it looked like, and they just blew it up by the defensive line of Aberdeen, being able to get that penetration and force quarterback to continue to drop back. And when you send it back that far, it allows you to be able to send your other people to cover that back that slips out there.
Fourth down, the Cats will have to punt it away. Ryan Krabs to punt it. Gets it off. It's a low kick. Going to be fielded at the 47. And just as he catches the ball, down he goes. Avery Willie is the young man who caught the ball.
Against Aberdeen.
Looks like there's going to be a flag right back where the kick was made.
It's a roughing the kicker. It's going to be a 15-yard personal foul.
And should be an automatic first down, isn't it?
I believe it's a first down, yes.
It would be just about enough yards for the first down. They were fourth and about 15 for the first down. Officials are going to mark off the penalty. Just a few seconds left here in the third period. They are going to say it, yes, it is a first down for the Bel Air Bobcats. The Bobcats will retain possession. 20.9 seconds left in the third period. Probably the last play here of the third period. Back to the shotgun formation. Berry with it. Being rushed. Gets rid of it. Has it complete on the sidelines.
Berry's completed pass to number 24, Willie Bell.
The tight end, Willie Bell, making the catch. He picked up about maybe 2 yards on that pass. Clock running out the final seconds of the third period, and that will bring the third period to a conclusion. 32-7 our score. It's been all Aberdeen tonight at Bel Air.
Bel Air's got to try and put something quick on the board here to get them going. I mean, they've just been slow motoring offensively, and they need to try to need a big play here.
12 minutes left in this football game, 32-7. Right now, if you're Bel Air, Mark, you're playing for pride.
Definitely. You got to continue what you've been doing the past 3 games that got them to 3-0 and see if they can build on that.
As for Aberdeen, of course, you have to start thinking about, do you want to put some of your second line players in to avoid injuries? Mark, you've been in those positions. It's a difficult decision to make.
Well, it's still early in the fourth quarter. I mean, the fourth quarter is just starting, so you want to let your veterans in there for a little while yet and give them that playing time. And then, maybe with about 6-8 minutes left, you want to make those changes to make sure you have the game in hand.
32-7 the score as we begin the fourth period. Bobcats will receive this kickoff. What am I saying? They'll have the ball. They already have the kickoff. Little senior moment there, Mark, for a moment. Just testing you to see if you're paying attention.
I can have some of those, too.
Yes, but you're too young to have senior moments.
Believe me, I have.
Barry, flag goes down. He's got good yardage and still on his feet. I'm afraid this play is going to be called back, though, if you're a Bobcat fan.
Berry, number 10.
That flag thrown in the offensive backfield, normally where you see holding.
Flag on the play.
Illegal motion, I believe that was a call.
Against Bel Air.
Big penalty against the Bel Air Bobcats. Well, the Bobcats have had trouble tonight, but it seems like the breaks have gone against them, too.
Definitely.
Penalties, interceptions, fumbles. Things have gone Aberdeen's way tonight, whereas last week they went, in the case of Aberdeen, Joppatown's way.
Yeah, those are just the mental errors. I mean, they're fixable, and you got to work on that. That's part of the discipline of the team. You got to be in here and stay focused on what it is you're doing, and know the count, and make sure everybody's on track of what they're doing.
Bobcat football, 2nd down and 12.
Barry calling signals, 2nd and 12. Just a little bit wide for Fisher. That'll bring up a 3rd down. Mark, you start thinking about next week, and the Aberdeen Eagles will be taking on Edgewood. They'll be back at Aberdeen. Meantime, Bel Air will journey to Falston. So, though you don't want to think ahead, the Eagles playing Edgewood. We don't know, of course, what Edgewood will be doing tonight, but that's a big battle for Aberdeen. And then, of course, Bel Air and Falston, traditional rivals.
That will be 2 great games next weekend, and we're actually not doing a game next weekend, but boy, that might be, I don't know which game I'd want to go see.
Maybe a half of each, huh?
Yes, I may have to trek up to Aberdeen for a half and then up to Falston for a half.
Ball up in the air. Adam Berry is going to catch the ball, trying to stay in bounds, but he is out of bounds. Boy, a great job by Adam Berry. Nice job by our photographer. I think that's Ian Harris down there on the sidelines. Actually, it was probably Melissa Leonard from up on top. She'll be mad at me if I say that she didn't get that shot. Great job by Adam Berry to try to stay in bounds. He did make the catch, but wasn't able to corral it. Now it's 4th down. It looks like that Craig Reddish is going to send his quarterback back in the ball game, and it looks like they're going to be going, even though it's 4th and 12.
And 12 to go from the Aberdeen 37.
Yeah, I'm surprised at this call, even though it is 4th down.
And now it looks like the Bobcats are going to call timeout and talk about it.
You don't really want to give Aberdeen this kind of field position if they don't execute the 1st down, because that's a short field for them, and what they'll do is they'll probably score one more time, and then that's when we'll see their subs come in.
Mark, we were just told, of course, a little earlier about halftime that the Bel Air High School class of 1978 here tonight, celebrating their reunion weekend. If you think about that, 78, that would be, let me see here, let me use my fingers. 88 is 10, 98, 25 years, I figure. That's a long time.
That is a long time.
Well, considering that I just celebrated our 40th year reunion last year, that's not quite as long.
That's even longer there, Don.
1978, of course, is the Cal Ripken year. I'll always remember it that way, that's the year that Cal Ripken graduated. So, you know, if you graduated in 78 from Harford County, you always compare yourself. Oh, yeah, I graduated the same year that Cal Ripken graduated.
Yeah.
Oh, what a play. That's McVeigh, breaks through.
And that's
Andrew Berry ready to throw the ball, and all he got was McVeigh right in the face, and the Eagles will take the ball over.
I don't even think he saw him coming. I mean, he just blindsided him from the defensive right side, and just I don't think Berry ever saw him coming, and that's going to give Aberdeen excellent field position at the 29-yard line.
Now again, you begin to think about Joe Harbert and the fact that a coach never wants to show up another coach. And at this point, do you put in a lot of your second line players and keep the ball on the ground and perhaps try to keep the score down where it is at 32-7?
Well, what I think he's going to do, I think he's going to stay with his first team right here and then see what he's going to do and see what he's going to get out of it. Probably keep it on the ground most of the time. And
big tackle by Jackson there. Jackson, the county's leading tackler.
Get another score on the board for them.
Jackson showed you exactly why he is the county's leading tackler. Knife through, hit the ball carrier in the defensive backfield. Loss of a yard, second down and 11.
He just waited at home and saw that was like a little counter there, and just shot his open window. He didn't over pursue. He just stayed in his hole and filled that gap.
Aaron Henderson, the quarterback for the Eagles, pitches it back. Still on his feet. Good yardage down that left sideline. Almost a touchdown. The runner is Greg Williams, and he is a touchdown. Greg Williams goes over from 28 yards for another touchdown for Aberdeen. Greg Williams, a 28-yard touchdown run as the Eagles now run their lead to 38-7. Boy, what a run by Greg Williams. He would not be denied, Mark.
No, he was he was desperate for that goal line. He just kept going.
That's Martin for the kick, and the kick is no good. Boy, he hits the ball really well. I'm not sure whether he's hooking it or exactly what's happening, but he's missed now 3 or 4 extra points tonight that all look very good.
He's got it just looks like it must be just missing to the left. He's just hooking it just a little bit.
We're going to go down to the field here in a moment for our partner Rick Manick.
I'll tell you what, guys. Number one, give credit to Ryan McVeigh. That was one heck of a hit on the quarterback for the Bobcats. But on the other hand, you got to look at again. They didn't give up. And number 30, Greg Williams, what a sweetheart of a run that was. Things aren't looking good for the home fans back here, but I tell you what, Aberdeen's played a whale of a game, 38-7. Back to Don and Buzzy.
Thank you, Rick. As we were away, the Eagles have kicked off, and the Bobcats have run the ball back to fairly good field position. 10 minutes, 18 seconds left in this game. And again, Mark, we talked about pride. You know, you're a football player. You come out on August the 15th. You start practicing, and this is what you practice for to be able to execute.
That's correct. And then, you know, they just got to work on their game plan and try to execute it against this tough defense. It looks like Aberdeen may be putting a couple subs in. They got good field position on that kickoff. They squibbed it, and the up men were able to field it.
Berry back to throw, being rushed. That's Henderson, and Henderson takes him down. And a flag goes down. They may be calling intentional grounding here. Boy, Andrew Berry and his counterpart, Aaron Henderson. That's what the call is, intentional grounding. Boy, Aaron Henderson, you know, you just don't see a quarterback then switch around and play linebacker the way he does. He's just an exceptional athlete.
Yeah, he definitely is. I mean, he's just for a guy his size with that closing speed to make those tackles behind the line of scrimmage. He's been all over the field tonight, and he's a force to reckon with within the county, and teams are going to have to prepare around him and the rest of this Aberdeen team, who's just solid at every position.
Well, you can tell he is the kind of athlete, when you talk about a Division I player, he's got the speed, the size, the smarts, the character. He's got everything that you look for in a kid that is going to go to the University of Maryland and perhaps carry on the name E.J. Henderson. Now it'll be Aaron Henderson, and you'll come to the point where maybe you won't say, well, he's E.J.'s younger brother. They'll say E.J. is Aaron's older brother.
Yeah, that's correct. And you were so right. I mean, he does it in the classroom, and he does it on the football field. He's a great student, and that's what people look for. They look for those quality individuals that have high standing character, that's going to carry on a tradition of positive student athletes, that role model. And he fits that mold very well.
Boy, a big penalty. Let's see, they've got to get all the way up to the 50-yard line, do the Bobcats for a first down. The ball is all the way back at the 21 or 22. Boy, math was never my strong suit, but that looks like 10, 20, 28 yards. First down and 28 to go. Officials are talking about it now. Jerry Marcello comes back.
It should be a loss of down if it's intentional grounding.
They still haven't marked first down on the sidelines, and Jerry Marcello marks the ball ready to play, so it's going to be first and 28. Henderson still with the ball. Check it. Berry still with the ball. He's going to be taken down by Cam Stokes, the nose guard. Cam Stokes, the 6'1", 225-pound junior.
Gain of about 1 on the play. Second down.
9 minutes and 47 seconds left in this game. 38-7. It's Aberdeen. Aberdeen all the way, leading at 1.25-0. 25-7 at the half, and they've scored 2 more times here in the third and fourth periods. Berry hit and held.
That was a miscue. I think he missed a handoff in the backfield, and he was just trying to make something out of nothing. And he had good presence of mind to try to get the ball filled after he was being chased by an array of Aberdeen Eagles.
Boy, give Andrew Berry credit, too. Here's a young man who's been hit all night. He's been harassed and banged around. He keeps coming back.
He's tough. He's a tough player. I tell you what, I'd want to have a player that tough on my team.
Not a big kid, 6 foot, 150 pounds, just a little bit bigger than his twin brother Adam. Adam is 5'11", 147. Berry throws to Berry, and Berry's going to throw over to Fisher. If there's another Berry, we could add Berry to Berry to Berry, but
it was a double pass there. It's just looks like they both can play quarterback, huh?
They can. Adam Berry has a touchdown pass on just a play like that last week, so he can throw the ball, only he throws it right-handed. That will bring up a fourth down, and the Bobcats this time will kick the ball away.
Well, that's a good choice. They need to just get it out of there and just force Aberdeen to drive a long field. I expect or suspect Joe will, Coach Harbert will maybe throw in some of his subs here.
Ryan Krabs to kick it away. End over end kick coming down to Avery Willie just about at the 50-yard line. Willie with a steam ahead of him. Willie could go all the way. One man to beat. Willie goes in for the touchdown. No flags, and now a flag does go down.
My.
That flag came in late, so that could be taunting or celebrating.
I think they're going to try and call a clip here, but
that flag came down awfully late.
It came down way late from far behind, and that's a questionable call.
Yeah, let's see what the officials say. I thought they may be calling taunting or celebrating, and one of those penalties you get for unsportsmanlike conduct. I honestly didn't see a clip, and it came so late. Right now it looks like a 52-yard punt return touchdown with a flag down. And now they're going to say illegal use of hands against Aberdeen.
Penalty against Aberdeen.
They're going to say it is let's see if it's a block in the back. Are they saying block in the back, Mark?
That would be a illegal block in the back, and it came down here right where he threw the flag, but it came from all the way to the back. I think it was the referee that threw that.
It looked like it came from the Aberdeen bench is where it looked like it came from.
But that really came from, because there was a line judge or a side judge all the way over there watching that, and I was surprised he didn't.
We'll take the touchdown away, but do give the ball to Aberdeen on a nice return by Avery Willie. The ball will be down at the 18-yard line where it will be 1st and 10. Eagles threatening one more time. Henderson still in at quarterback and still has the football. Dodging, and gets down inside the 10-yard line, close to the first down.
By number 4, Aaron Henderson. Tackled by number 55, Chris Mummy.
7 minutes and 50 seconds and counting left in this football game. And, of course, if you're a Bobcat, that clock can't move too fast.
That's true. I mean, they're just trying to hang on. I know they're trying to prevent them from scoring, but Aberdeen has a lot of firepower here, and he's still got his first teamers in there and looking to put some more points on the board.
Henderson, eye backfield behind him. Turns, pitches it back. That's Willie with the ball. Hit once, shakes one tackle, and now goes down. Big tackle by Mummy, number 55.
But all their ball carriers show great presence of just keeping their feet and keeping their legs driving forward. As soon as they get that across that line of scrimmage, they square the shoulders up and head toward the goal line. And boy, they just show a lot of heart trying to gain positive yards.
That's a first down and goal now.
Goal from the Bobcat 8-yard line.
Ball just inside the 8-yard line, close to the 7. 7 minutes, now inside 7 minutes left in the game. Henderson gives it all. Touchdown run.
That's 32.
That is 32 this time. That is Sean Lewis.
Number 32, Sean Lewis.
Sean Lewis with the touchdown run. 6 minutes and 54 seconds left in this game. A run of just about 7 yards. 44-7 now the score. Cody Martin in to attempt the extra point. Ball down, kick up. No, the kick is blocked.
Martin's kick blocked by number 20, Mike Gable.
Mike Gable broke in and blocked that kick, and so the kick is no good, and the score remains at 44-7.
They had great penetration on that. They had about 4 or 5 people right at the kicker, and just great presence to get their hands up and make a good block.
Looks like an injury. Eagles shaking up, but he's getting off the ground and now going off on his own power. That's Sean Lewis. Of course, if you're Joe Harbert, that's the one thing you don't want to see happen is late in this game. You played such a great game, you don't want to get anybody hurt.
Yeah, because it's still a young season. I mean, this is game 4.
We're going to go down to the sideline to Rick Maddock. Rick, what do you have to tell us?
Sean Lewis, guys, scored on the touchdown, but I did notice when he got up that he was, again, looked like a leg injury, and he went in on the very same play, where he blocked extra point. He made his way back to the bench, but considering their lead at this point, 44-7, it's just been all Aberdeen. And back to Don and Buzzy.
All right, Rick, thanks a lot. We appreciate that.
There's the ref.
Now the Eagles will be kicking off. Cody Martin just sort of squibs it down the field. Monte Monroe picks it up at the 25-yard line, looking for some room. Gets it across the 30-yard line to about the 32. Flag goes down. Let's see what that's all about.
Penalty flag on the play.
Unsportsmanlike conduct is the call against Aberdeen.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on Aberdeen.
Boy, if you just tuned in, of course, you've missed an Aberdeen show tonight. 44-7. The Eagles leading, and will go now to 3-1 on the year, and Bel Air will drop to 3-1. Bel Air's first loss. Mark, I know you played seasons where that first loss is always a very bitter one to take, and especially when you lose it at your home field, on your home field, against one of your arch rivals, the way this game has turned out.
Yeah, it's a tough loss, and they'll have to look at their film and everything on Monday and see where they made mistakes. A lot of them were mental mistakes, and those are correctable. They got to reduce their penalties and come back without and focus on what their task in hand in their next game next week against Falston. That's going to be a big game for them because it's always tough to rebound from a loss like this.
Going on the road to go up to Falston. Of course, we don't know what the Cougars did tonight. I think they were down at Edgewood, I believe.
Were they at Edgewood? I think they were at Joppatown because North Hartford was at Edgewood tonight.
That's correct, yeah, Joppatown. So we were down at Joppatown today talking to some of the coaches and some of the players. And, of course, they were fired up for that game today as well.
Yeah, Joppatown's coming off a big win. I mean, they're on a high right now, and they're just looking for victories.
Going in reverse there just a moment. That was 22 Dominic West, who was tackled just about at midfield, a loss of 2 or 3.
Tackle for a loss on the play.
Okay, next Friday night, Joppatown will be at Haverty Grace. Edgewood is at Aberdeen. Northeast at Hartford Tech, and Bel Air will be at Falston. Tonight, of course, North Hartford at Edgewood. It's Edgewood's homecoming. Haverty Grace at C. Milton Wright. It is C. Milton Wright's homecoming. Fumble picked up by Aberdeen. And was he going the wrong way?
I believe he was going the wrong way.
Bill Blewett, was he going the wrong way? It looked like he picked up the ball. Did Aberdeen's number 7, Richard Fortin, got turned around and was running for the Bobcats.
It almost turned into the Jim Marshall play for the Vikings.
Jim Marshall, wrong way Jim, wrong way Corrigan. Bill Blewett and I remember wrong way Corrigan. You're much too young, Mark, to remember that.
I guess I am, Don.
Yes.
I apologize.
That's
for that.
okay. For being young, you should. I don't want to bring up another sore subject, but as we stand here on a Friday night, last night, Thursday night, your West Virginia Mountaineers, it looked like for all the world they had Miami beat last night.
It was a close game, and they almost pulled it out there in the end, and they played very well. They much improved. That week off helped them, and almost pulled out a big upset against Miami.
Flag goes down. Looks like Aberdeen now does have new players in the ball game. They've got a new quarterback, Anthony Hill. And there is a fumble on the play. The Bobcats recover. Let's see what that penalty's all about. Illegal procedure will be turned down. And Bel Air will take the ball over. A chance to perhaps put a touchdown on the field.
Looks like Coach Riley's putting in his second teamers to give them some time on the field. And this is a good time to develop these kids. Let both second teams get out there and play a little bit.
Whole bunch of new numbers. Let's call as many as we can for you. Dave Morrison, hey, my namesake. Dave Morrison, a 6 foot, 166-pound senior. Fortunately for him, no relation. Tom Mummy is going to be the quarterback. He's number 16, a 6 foot, 157-pound junior. Has a completed pass to Dave Morrison. Way to go, Morrison.
Nice pitch and catch right there. Mummy has a good strong arm out to the flat there, throwing that little out route.
Tom's a junior. Kind of tough playing at Bel Air when you're a junior because Adam Berry, and I should say Andrew Berry, is a junior also.
Yeah, they look like they have a lot of people returning, and that's going to be something to deal with next year with Bel Air too.
2 minutes, 15 seconds left in this game. It is 44-7. Aberdeen leading by that big score. Led 25-7 at half. Fumble. Ball is on the ground. Let's see.
Number 25, Kevin Fisher, recovers his own fumble.
Kevin Fisher makes the recovery. Minute 54 and counting left in this game. That'll bring up a
couple yards on the play.
Third down and 8 yards to go. The ball at the 46-yard line of the Aberdeen closing moments of the game. It'll give us a chance to thank all the people we do need to thank. The pass is complete down that sideline.
Number 16, Tom Mummy.
The completion to C.J. Malinowski. First of all, I want to thank Kevin Fleming, the principal here at Bel Air High School, and Phyllis Hemmes, the athletic director, and all the folks who made us welcome here as they always do. The Hartford Cable Network crew, our director tonight, Trey Brinsfield, Melissa Leonard, and Ian Harris, camera people, along with Mino Dargakis, Jeff Hyman on graphics, Nate Thompson, the audio man, and Brad Monroe is our grip.
But they do a great job,
They
Don. I tell
certainly
you,
do.
they're a good crew to be out here with, and they get good shots for the kids, good exposures for the kids on those cameras, and very professional job by them.
And of course, another professional job done by none other than Mark Blazminski and
Well,
Rick
thank you.
Manick on the sidelines.
And same to you, Don. You do a great job with these guys here, and do a lot of good.
You said
for
that
Hartford
just the way
Cable
I wrote
Network.
it down for you. Yes,
I read-
Don, you do a great job.
Right,
Set
right off the
feeling.
script.
Right off the script there. You did that very well. 14 seconds, 13 seconds. It looks like this might be the last play if they do get it all. 44-7. 6 minutes, 5 seconds. I should say 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Down the field, and it's going to be almost intercepted as the scoreboard clock shows no time left. And that will be the end of the football game, 44-7. All Aberdeen as the Eagles advance to 3-1 and the Bel Air Bobcats drop to 3-1.
It was all Aberdeen tonight, definitely. They just were extremely dominant on the field. A lot of offensive power they showed here, and boy, it's going to be an interesting season throughout the county for the rest of the next 5 games.
Of course, it'll be so interesting to find out later on what happened tonight in the game where Haverty Grace is playing at C. Milton Wright. If the Mustangs were able to beat C. Milton, let me say it better, if the Mustangs were able to beat the Warriors, then we've got no undefeated teams in the county, and we've got Aberdeen at 3-1, we've got Bel Air at 3-1, and perhaps Haverty Grace at 3-1. If the Warriors win, of course, they're 4-0 and they're leading the league.
Yep.
There's Joe Harbert, the excellent coach for Aberdeen. You see shaking hands with all the Bel Air players and congratulating them. Craig Reddish getting a pat on the back. Joe Harbert, one of the great guys and great young coaches here in the county. Congratulations to him, and congratulations to the Eagles, 44-7 over the Bel Air Bobcats. We're going to come back with post-game activities in just a moment.
Yo, you got my bag on.
Well, we're back at Bel Air High School where we're with 3 of the stars of the game for the Aberdeen Eagles after the Aberdeen Eagles come up with a big 44-7 win over the Bel Air Bobcats. Aaron Henderson, let's start with you. Big game coming off that loss to Joppatown last week. That had to be bitter for you.
Yeah, you know, we came out here, we wanted to really bounce back. It's a tough loss. We kind of gave the game away. Like, as far as fumbles, we had 7 fumbles. I mean, we gave away 5 of them. Had 14 penalties. I mean, you can't win a game playing mistake football like that. You know, so we wanted to come out here and we knew it was all fixable stuff that we can work on in practice and we can make better. You know, just come out here and execute. That's all we wanted to do. Just come out and execute and try to make plays happen.
Well, you certainly did tonight. It was almost a perfect football game for you. You started off with a big touchdown pass, and then your teammates here took over. Just a complete victory for the Aberdeen Eagles.
And that's how we like to think of things. You know, a lot of people want to say it's a one-man team, this. But, I mean, without my teammates, I couldn't do nothing. You know, like, they contribute so much more to this team than people see, than people know. I get a lot of the glory, whatever, because I play quarterback. But, I mean, there's so much behind-the-scenes stuff that go on that people just don't see. And, I mean, I guess they'll probably never understand until they put on the uniform and come play with us. But, I mean, I got to give a lot of credit to my teammates, my linemen. You know, without them, I mean, I can't do nothing. I'm just a standing target waiting to get hit without my linemen. So.
Well, of course, you're not a standing target when you're playing linebacker. You know, the idea of playing quarterback and then playing linebacker, how do you switch the mentality of being a field general and then being somebody out there hitting someone?
I take my angers and frustrations playing quarterback when them defensive linemen be chasing me down and stuff, and I kind of try to reverse it and flip it on them, try to punish them a little bit. So I try to flip it on them, that's all.
Now, Aaron, I know that people would want me to ask this question, so please pardon me when I do. Your brother EJ, of course, starred at Maryland, and you verbally committed to Maryland. What's it like maybe following in EJ's footsteps?
I wouldn't necessarily consider that following. Nah, but I just felt it was the right decision for me. You know, they told me they was going to give me the opportunity to do what I wanted to do, and that's play quarterback. And I mean, it's a great program, as you can see. I mean, it's not like I'm going into a program that's on the rise or something. They already there. And I mean, I just want to contribute, maybe win a national championship or something, be a part of the national championship team. So I mean, it's not really following, it's just making the right decision for me.
And I know you're very proud of EJ.
Oh, of course. You know what I'm saying? That's my blood. Of course, I'm proud of him and everything he accomplished, you know. And if I can accomplish half the things he accomplished in his career, I'd be a happy man.
Well, you've made a name for yourself already. You're making Aberdeen proud. And as a former teacher at Aberdeen High School, I just have to be so proud when I see how you're doing.
Thank you, thank you.
Let's talk to your teammates here. First of all, to Sean Lewis. Sean, you play that up back position. Tonight you had a great ball game.
I couldn't say nothing. We just came out and played. We had a terrible loss last Friday. All we did was come out and play hard.
And you certainly did. And now you're 3-1. Bel Air Bobcats were undefeated. You came into their house tonight and just really took it to them from the beginning.
Like I said before, we just came out and played hard. And my quarterback, Aaron, we went hard.
Well, you certainly did. Now, next week, I know you've got a victory, but you've already got to start thinking about next week.
Yeah, we played Edgewood. We was looking for it since the beginning of the season. We try to take one game at a time, though.
But now you've won. You've done what you had to do, and now you're ready for Edgewood.
Yeah, we're ready. We're ready. That's all we can say is we're ready.
Sean Lewis, thanks a lot. Now to Carl Stokes. Now, Carl, you played a great game as well. Just a perfect game for Aberdeen.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. It's hard work in the weight room, hard work on the field, hard work in class.
44-7. That's big.
Yeah. Just like I said, you switch the BA around, AB, Aberdeen, baby.
You know what we're talking about at the middle of the field. They've got an insignia BA, but Aberdeen made it AB out there tonight.
Yeah, you sure did. Sure did. Took it 44-7.
But now, of course, explain if you could how you felt last Friday night and how you feel tonight.
I felt terrible. I just want to come back out on the field. I just want to stay on the field and sleep there. Yeah, I mean, I just want to sleep there. You know what I mean? But like I said, we came back to practice on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Game time. Game time. We took it out on the field, as you can see.
Coach was telling me before the game, I said, what did you say to them on Monday? He said, I didn't have to say a thing. They felt bad enough.
Yeah, it's terrible, man. Yeah. So I didn't want to come to school next day, but I did.
Well, congratulations to the Aberdeen Eagles. Great ball game. I know you all have a lot of respect, Aaron, for Bel Air. They played hard all night.
Well, I think this is the first time we beat Bel Air since I've been here at Aberdeen High School. So, you know, this is a big victory, you know. And coming into the game, they was 3-0, like you said. And, I mean, they're not no slouch team. But, I mean, we just came out with a vengeance, kind of a little angry, you know what I'm saying, a little frustrations we had to take out. But, you know, they're a great team. I think they're going to do good in the rest of the season. I wish nothing but the best of luck.
Aaron Henderson, Carl Stokes, Sean Lewis, congratulations. Wonderful ball game. Now go catch that bus. Don't get left.
Right.
See you now.
Have a nice day, sir.
Good night now. Let's bring in our partners here. My partner, Mark and Rick, come on in here. Let's get some warmth here. It's been cold out on the sidelines, huh?
I'm telling you, Don, I was waiting for the hot cocoa or something, but it was fun. I'll tell you what, the Eagles sure provided enough warmth down here tonight. But hey, hats off to Bel Air too. I mean, it wasn't their night, but it wasn't for lack of effort. And you bet your bottom dollar they're going to be back here next week.
For this Aberdeen team, just a complete team. Aaron Henderson, a great leader, great big lineman. Got just about it all out there.
Yeah, they showed tremendous power and fortitude and strength out there on the field tonight. They were balanced on both sides of the ball. They were a force on offense as well as a force on defense. Their offensive and defensive lines, give credit to them. As Aaron alluded to, that he gave credit to his offensive line for protecting him and providing him with the holes, and the defensive line for bringing him up to make those tackles. And just credit to all those boys that played hard out here and coming off of a loss last week to show such a dominance out here tonight.
Boy, Rick, and just listening to Aaron, you can see the character shining through in that young man.
Absolutely, and I'll tell you what, he's going to be, like you were mentioning, Don, he's going to be fun to watch at Maryland. And hey, what about his big brother? He's on an undefeated team right now, the Minnesota Vikings. Can you imagine that? But no, you can definitely see the athleticism, the love for the game that this young man has. And I'll tell you what, he's going to do Aberdeen High School very proud, like some former people that have gone there, right?
We know a few of the Aberdeen people that have gone. And, of course, Aaron told us that they're going to give him the chance to do what he wants, and that is to play quarterback in college.
That'll be great. And I'll tell you what, he put on a clinic tonight.
He surely did. Let's talk real quickly about tonight. Bel Air fell behind. Aberdeen broke on top. A 32-yard touchdown pass from Henderson to McVeigh made it 6-0. Then later in that period, Lewis on a 13-yard run. The kick again failed. It was 12-0 at that point. Then Stokes went over in the beginning of the second period. He went over from 4 yards out. That made it 18-0. Then at 4:33, it was Avery Willie going over from 6 yards out, 24-0. Cody Martin added the extra point, made it 25-0. Finally, Bel Air scored right at the end of the half. 25-7 was the score. Willie Bell on a pass from Andrew Berry of 32 yards. Jackson added the extra point. Three scores in the second half. It was a 1-yard run by Henderson Martin. 32-7 was that score. And then a 28-yard run by Greg Williams made it 38-7. And the final touchdown, Sean Lewis, 6:54 left, a 7-yard run made it 44-7. Final score, 44-7. Mark, any final thoughts?
Just a great game tonight by Aberdeen. They are a force to reckon with in the county, and they got a tough game next week with Edgewood, and that'll be a good one to see.
Rick, great job on the sidelines. What'd you see down here?
I'll tell you what, I just saw, I was amazed with the Bel Air. Okay, they had a bad game, but you know what? Coach Riley really is a good coach, much as like Joe is with Aberdeen, but you saw both sides here on the sidelines. He kept them together, and, you know, again, Buzzy knows that from his years of coaching, you know, that sometimes this is okay, your first loss, you're going to come back firing next week. Mm-hmm. And I'll tell you what are we going to have in 2 weeks? Snow?
You know, what a class act for Bruce Riley to come over and talk to you at halftime, and then for Joe Harbert to come out and talk as well. And
we're really blessed, you know, with the head coaches here in the county doing that. And hey, believe me, it's great to interview them. And it's what can I say? It's Hartford football, man.
Well, we had great fun tonight. My partner, Rick Maddock, my partner, Mark Buzminski. Thank you so much for tuning in. Our final score here from Bel Air, the final score, Aberdeen winning by 44-7. I'm Don Morrison. Thank you for watching Hartford Cable Network, and stay tuned all season. Good night, everyone. Thanks, guys.
You've been watching the HCN Sports presentation of the High School Game of the Week, showcasing the finest in local prep sports from around the county. Brought to you by Hartford Cable Network, your county connection.